Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. We are switching up today because it is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. I want to play a character that I really like to play. And honestly, it's about time that we take a break and switch it up. And of course, I'm gonna go with my girl Tainted Lilith because I do love Tainted Lilith. And this little gremlin. I love him. I think he's overpowered. I personally think Lilith is the most overpowered, for sure, in my opinion. And we got a good trinket that we don't really see often. Now, I think you could get a lot of creativity with this character, in my opinion. But I just love Lilith. I mean, there's a reason why I named my Skyrim character Lilith. And a lot of times I either I name my character Lilith or I don't. So this is where I get confused a lot. Because I had a brain fart and I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to hit this character because then I get a pretty good active item. And if I get hit twice, then my Blackheart triggers, and I just really have a huge brain fart. And taking Blackheart damage per Baby Plum will count as, hey, you can't get my flute. And I think it's a decent first item, especially with what I have going. So we have Plum Flute. Now, we have a lot of things to do with Tainted characters, but I took a poll. I took a very beautiful poll. People prefer Tainted characters than Normo characters, which is a little insane in my opinion. Like, that's pretty hardcore. But I could see why. I love playing as Tainted characters. We get Tech 2, which is even more crazy, because I've never had really much of any, you know, synergy, if you will, with this character, and, you know, did I really have to go basically sort of balls to the wall hardcore already? And like it says, it's an extra laser, so we're still going to have our tiers. Hopefully, cross our fingers that we could still get a beautiful soul heart in the shop. And if we do, then we're doing pretty gosh darn good. But we get something better. We get Blanket, which is a soul heart. But every boss that we do, we get a little freebie, so that is good here. But welcome to Christmas Eve. I know a lot of people celebrate Christmas Eve more than Christmas. What are your traditions? I'm dying to know. And how could I have traditions like you? I just realized, yeah, no, it's a cute little cape. Coolio. I never did anything for Christmas Eve. Maybe ham. Or maybe a nice meal, but we never opened Christmas at midnight. Heck no. I was in bed by 9, even 10. I never caught Santa. I never caught Santa. I don't even think I remember making flippin' cookies for Santa. I mean, he's obese enough, but I mean, Santa does need some love. Now, on a random note, because I am trying to listen to the comments, as I've said before, where if you are listening, some people like half talk about the game, half talk about rants and everything. So, all you need to know, as of right now, is we got the Butterbean for our item room for the second floor. Very poopy item. Very poopy item. But we do get Wheel of Fortune, which is fine. The main thing on why Lilith is so good is a lot of times you could get beautiful runs with homing already involved. And I just picked up Buddy in a Box because I do love a Buddy in the Box, because it's like a pet rock. Whenever you need it, it's there. And I think, honestly, going through, like, just in case if an enemy is long distance or whatnot, it could definitely go a long way. People get upset when I bomb the donation machine, but it's quick money, and honestly, with a curse, I don't really want to keep on exploring. So, just a heads up, I do apologize if you're one of those people. If you get mad on how I play, like, oh my god, like, if you explored a little more, you don't even have to use that, blah, 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 blah. So, I get it. I get it. But, like I said, I'm going for the mother kill. Already starting, like, the only thing that I think I need is probably more health, obviously, and way more damage. That's personally how I feel. I don't think we're lacking anything else, in my opinion, because you know how I feel about homing. Homing, I'm so used to homing being sucky in the previous Binding of Isaac games, and now it's really good. And I have some poison as well, so anything could go a long way. I think, honestly, we only need 8 soul hearts at this point to really matter, or, like, one amazing deal with the devil item or deal with the angel. So that's what I'm hoping for. But yes, this is a little gift before Christmas. Don't forget, you are getting a very special Christmas run, so stay tuned for that. Even though I try to do as many Isaac videos as I can per year, certain things do hold up, but I am very, very happy on how far we're going. Speaking of Magician, we did get it. But no, I'm very interested in people's New Year's Eve, because I think it's more of a religion thing. And it is very interesting to me. Of course. Of course. And, like, I just waste a baby plum there, which is really funny to me. Like, I don't think it matters, per se, but I do find it really funny. I do find it really funny that I'm like, of course. And that's not going to be the only time that I do that. And me, best option. We got the best of both worlds. We're living the Hannah Montana world right now. Because health and damage are the two things that we need right now. And now we're in Dross. Okay. Now, I had a 50-50 shot in my mind if we did miss the mob. But I'm pretty sure you have 2 checkpoints here, because you need the mirror, and then you need to face Mother herself. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But I decided to take Purified Poop here. Even though Doorstop is good, I don't really want to screw up again, if I'm gonna be real with you. And now we're just looking for soul hearts. This is my freebie run where I'm just like, I want to relax and I want to have fun with this. I do make a big misplay here as well. I put 2 coins in, and I was tempted. I was really tempted to get that battery there. Or I get the soul heart, because what could really benefit me more later on? Can more damage benefit me? Or having the item plum benefit me more? So it's a very, very interesting conundrum here. And somehow, some way, I get hit. And the only bad thing is about the laser right now is the kickback. The kickback can turn enemies to us, and it's not that good. But hey, maybe if we're good, like, does this sort of prove that Plum is more of your friend than your enemy at this point? Because Plum could wreck the whole flippin' world if he or she wanted to. I'm pretty sure Plum is a female in this game, but don't correct me if I'm wrong. Don't correct me. I would normally say correct me, but you know, I don't want to be corrected on Christmas Eve. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's my Christmas wish. Don't question anything. Don't question anything. So the good thing is here, I have an amazing character, my favorite character. And can you guess what I'm doing for Christmas? On the Binding of Isaac Repentance? I'm curious on what people think the surprise is. I really am like, oh, well, I highly doubt it. So, I, lo and behold, try to get nothing because I'm an idiot. And I think that was a very big misplay here. I think that was a very, very bad misplay. On the caveat is, hey, I get Charge Baby. Almost the same thing, right? Almost the same thing. And then I get this lovely item. This lovely item, Pyromaniac. If you don't know what Pyromaniac does, is every bomb damage you take for red hearts, it actually heals you instead of hurts you. It is extremely, extremely nice. And luckily, the Steam sale was there all along, and I got BOGO bombs. Now, it's one of those things where I'm like, well, I wish I knew about that earlier. But, hey, we got it. So let's go get the lovely key piece, shall we? We do have a run in the future, by the way, where I'm at this exact point, and somehow, someway, the seed is 91 MA that... Okay, cool. Past me, I gotta make a mental note. I'm changing the keys way too quickly, and I don't personally like it. But the good thing is another feedback is, Joe, I don't want to wait until the end of the episode for the questionnaire. So from now on, I will be doing the questions of the day sooner. I do apologize, but thank you for telling me in advance. I greatly do appreciate it, because that could go a long way. I don't want anybody to be left out. We are doing some certain challenges, by the way, very soon with Binding of Isaac. If you do like the series, congratulations, thank you. But we are doing some surprises, and I really hope you would participate in them in the future. But that is after the holidays as well. It'll be starting next year. So yeah. Yeah, are you excited? Because I'm pretty excited. Now, I almost forget I could fly here and we get a lucky penny. You know, I want to do some traditions with the Binding of Isaac and changing it up a little bit. So, like I said, please do stay tuned for that. And if you don't like the surprises, please do let me know in the comments down below. And we're already pretty good on health right now. Now, I don't, like, Mother does 1 whole heart of damage. Now, I remember when I used to truly wholeheartedly hate, the second phase of the knife. Because for whatever reason, I just think I couldn't do it mentally. And she would just eat all my hearts away. And really, wholeheartedly, the criteria to getting to Mother really isn't that bad. Do I still think the Beast is further or closer away, easier to get? Yes, absolutely, 100%. But the thing that Mother has, the difficulty challenge, is you do have to do 2 bosses right off the bat. That's really hard. You got Mom's heart that is almost always championified. Always stabbing. And we get Cricket's body. Very, very good there. And don't forget, Tech 2 only shoots out extra tears or an extra laser than just doing it Tech 1. So it's, or Tech 0.5 Tech. I'm sure that has a better name to it that I can't remember, so. But yes, it is going good in the neighborhood today. Judgment. I would much rather use Judgment here as well, because the health factor, that could go a long way, and we do get it. We do get the lovely supper. And we get all amazing items. So, I think at this point, like, if we were to face, and this is how I generally have to face the music, in my opinion. 9 times out of 10, where I need to think of, well, can I take on Mother right now? Can I generally beat Mother? And it's a problem that I have because your health could venture off within those 2 fights. You know, Lilith could get fat for Christmas Eve. She could be eating a heck of a lot of ham, and I don't really like that. I don't like feeling you know, bloated after a holiday. So I decided to take a little bit of risk. Thank goodness it really didn't pay off. We didn't get anything right now, and I'm really debating if I get one more key, do I try the red room? Now, red rooms could really be make or break, and I say screw it. Let me be crazy, and it is the Forget Me Now, my favorite dice one. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people say their favorite room, is number 6. Because that could re-roll your whole run. And that's another question. Really, we haven't really had anything that's like super extravagant through the number 6 dice room. That number 6 is the D20, I believe. It changes your whole entire run. And that could be another question in the future, where, you know, what is your favorite red room, dice room? Because I think it varies on how much risk reward, because I know some people that don't even do the dice room. Especially, I'm at fault by not doing the dice room, simply because if it's a great run and it's something that I need done, crossed off, why even take that risk? And I know that I'm gonna win. Why? And here comes a very big oh my god moment. Now, I'm at low health, but I remember I have Pyromaniac as well. And do I think Pyromaniac is one of those items that is sort of make or break? I don't know yet. I really don't. I feel like it can be, especially with bosses, but I don't know if I get hit. Like, if I use my bomb here, that's an amazing sniper shot, by the way. That feels like cheating to me. Will it give me health back, or will it give me or will it take damage away? I don't really know. And then this is where magic happens. We get Sacred Heart. The seed is 91 MAVEHQ. And I didn't even know until today that Sacred Heart basically refills my whole entire stat of health. So it's very interesting to me, because it's not that I want Lilith done, because it's a double-edged sword, where if I get Lilith done, right, and we get Balls of Steel, very lovely. If we get Lilith done, my favorite character as of now will be gone. Will be gone completely, which is extremely, extremely sad. But I feel good, and this is what I do, where I'm like, hey, I have a long pause here. So that was basically me saying last episode, where I'm like, hey, I need to take longer for the flippin' to get the seed. So I'm really glad that I remember that, because some people, believe it or not, do want to play along, especially around the holidays. Oh. So also, if you really haven't figured it out as well, we have Sacred Heart. Okay, we have technology, and we have Cricket's body. Those those three items alone could, I think, win any run at this point. Now, I get very greedy because I'm just like, I don't think it's enough. And which is very dumb. I wouldn't suggest it. Now, the real reason why I wouldn't suggest it really is because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, it could really backfire. Especially if you're greedy. Like, granted, yes, I have amazing health. Do I really need it? No. But I'm like, I could easily make very stupid plays here. Very, very stupid plays where is health really necessary right now? Because just like runs in the past where I'm just like, okay, well, if I have this done and I have the damage that needs to be done, how much do I really want to risk? I'm risking my red hearts, but I have Pyromaniac that could give me full health. It's one of those double-edged swords where my playstyle, I think, is very aggressive compared to a lot of people's. But I feel more comfortable where, you know, it's really the risk-reward kind of factor. So, it's fine. It's fine by me. But I do hope you, I hope you enjoy Lilith just as much as I do. Please do let me know what is your favorite tainted character. What character do you want to see more for the New Year's? Because we still have plenty of episodes left. You know, any character that we did, you know, any character that would have this amazing run simply would have won. Now, I'm not saying we won, but I think you could pretty much figure out what's going to happen. But I feel like also lately, in my opinion, Sacred Heart has been coming by a lot. Like, a lot more. So I think it's the Christmas spirit or the positivity where it's just like, well, you know, the Binding of Isaac says, be happy, and I be happy. Like, I can't really... At first, when I started the series, I was like, yes, deal with devils all the way. You know, it's the way to go. The biggest comment that I ever received was, bro, deal with the devil suck now. Go deal with the angel. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, then I have to really wait for another, room or another floor to not get hit to even have a chance at getting a deal with the angel. But I think it's one of the biggest critiques that I ever got that really opened my mind, where I'm like, wow, they were totally right. Where a deal with the devil that I have seen so much when I was playing this non-stop back in the day was Brimstone. I saw Brimstone left and right. I would have never thought in a million years Brimstone would be so rare, in my opinion, that I couldn't even find it. Like, I can't even find it. But I think the synergies are so much better. I mean, obviously, that's the whole point. Like, if they just kept on reusing this game and reusing the synergies that they had before, I don't think it would have been great. Like, obviously, it's the last expansion so far of the Binding of Isaac Repentance. Now, I don't know why, like, I didn't use my own bombs here, but thank goodness we got lucky. And we get another damage up. So now we're at 13, more than halfway through. The Mines 2, this is where we need to go get the second dagger, if you will. And, Joe, why do you love Lilith? Why? Is it the red hair? Is it the power? It's a little bit of both. Now, I think the character design is so unique, in my opinion. I really do think that. Her play style, every tainted character does not play how they're supposed to play. And I just really love it. I really do love it, because for her, I wish they made her so weak and you have to use your buddy to kill enemies. And that is one of the challenges where I'm just like, this is insane. This is insanely fun. Let me put it like that, because I'm a lame-o and I want to put a pun in there. But it also is very weird to me as well on how we sort of, like, face the same boss twice. I don't know if you picked up on that. Like, it's not a champion version, to my knowledge. But, very interesting. And easy as always. Easy as always. So, cape comes in handy again. I can see forever. Beautiful. And I was very dumb here. Like, I don't think it would have made or break me. Like, even if I took Brimstone right now, it wouldn't have impacted me at all. So, yeah. Because there's no real reason for me even to take Brimstone. Because my technology shot is way too good. And hey, buddy, what's up? I didn't see you enough during this floor. Or the other floor. So enjoy a bump. And enjoy a bump. No, you're still not dead? Okay. I mean, the creativity on what they had to do here, I'll take. And there you go. Like, if we're even destroying him really quickly, I mean, it's also, Cricket's body is doing more, in my opinion, than the Tech 2 shot, without a doubt. But the Tech 2 shot gives me the range with this character. Like, I didn't even think on how far range could go and how range could matter. And I'll take it. Like, I think maybe they could have gave Lilith a different style of tier than what they do, but I'm not really that disappointed how they did it. I love every character. Even Jacob. I hate to say it, but even Jacob. Like, Tainted Jacob is literally a character that I feel like I got super stupid lucky with, and I don't think it'll ever happen again. But I look forward to playing this game. I think as much as I complain and be like, oh, it takes a really long time, whatever, it's so ingrained in my brain where I'm just like, oh, I want to play this game. And it's not like this is one game where I'm like, I don't want to be better than the people that were before me. And I've talked about this before, where if you've been a long time follower or subscriber, I made an inspiration video on who really inspires me to make content. And of course, one of them is Northern Lion, I would say the grandfather of friggin' Binding of Isaac at this point. But I don't want to be better than him. I really don't. It's never gonna happen. And somebody, weirdly enough, for whatever banal reason, compared me to Markiplier. They're like, oh man, you're being a Markiplier cop-out. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? I am? I didn't know that. Please tell him that I am copying him. Because I think it's really funny that people want to compare other YouTubers and content creators where nothing is original. You know, one of the Let's Plays that I'm doing now is a tribute, really, to Hal Diamond. He basically was that little engine where I think in my brain where I'm like, wow, this guy's good. I want to basically be as good, if not better. And that was my mentality about it, where he played Ratchet and Clank. I want to see if I'm better than him. All times will tell. And, you know, it's very weird where the mentality of that to be, you know, hey, I want to be better than them, or I want to be better than him. It's not a really good mentality in a way, where simply because the algorithm was way different then than now. But absolutely, this is one series that I know I'll never be as good as Northern Lion. He's been doing it for over a decade at this point. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't even want to be compared to Bisnap. He's another amazing content creator. Where I should, like, if I'm your first ever Isaac content creator, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked. Because virtually from episode 1 to Repentance till now, I was very blind on the series. Where I'm still technically super blind, meaning I don't know a lot about this game, and I'm totally okay with that. Where I think it goes a really long way to be like, hey, I don't understand everything, but I can't wait to learn with everybody that I have going for me. Where one comment that I also got was, oh my god, I'm glad that I found a new person that plays this game. Because, oh, it's been a dream of mine to ever play it, but I don't own it. I'm like, wow. Like, I play this on a different console than I think pretty much any content Isaac creator out there, which is very interesting to me. And that's sort of how I liked it, where the biggest comment is, as I've said this before, where do mods. I will. Don't you fret. I will obviously do mods. I keep to my word. Just let me finish everything here. And then if you're in the community at that point still, then I will be recommending, or people will be recommending me mods left and right. But no, that's pretty much on how things are going, where I'm like, I love my PS5. When this game first came out on PS5, I lost my mind. I lost my mind on it. Because it's a dream game of mine, where growing up with content, and of course we get Virgo, shoutouts to all the Virgos out there. All the content out there, if there's a game that you dream of playing, it's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, well, I gotta get my money out of it, or whatever. Like, to a certain extent, yeah. Yeah, you do. But on another point where you could either buy a game and be like, I hate this game. I hate this game right now. Or something else in between where I'm just like, I am so thankful they ported this. And some people are even saying like, oh my god, you know, co-op is a thing. And I'm like, I technically still don't have it, but other people say, hey, I have co-op. Because we already have a series for that, believe it or not. We already have a lovely, we have a co-op series in the works eventually. So Eden. Yeah, no. I'm not doing it. So we have one more floor. And this run's spectacular. This run is spectacular, and what do we really need? Now, what do we need? Speed. Like, we don't need speed. We don't really need anything. And that's when I start rushing. Because, like, obviously, if this is timed or whatnot, I'm really at the point of the series where, as much as I love everybody and everything, your time is valuable to me. Your time is very, very valuable. Where I don't want people to think, like, I'm wasting it with whatever I'm doing. Like, I'm so glad that I'm like, hey, you know, I want to be safe and beat this run. Absolutely. But I'm like, do I really need to do it? Do I really need to do certain things? No. Like, I think I could probably beat any boss at this point. Because every time we get hit, we get another plum shot. We get multiple buddies. And maybe that's what I'm shooting for. Maybe. And we get broken off. How to jump? Useless. Deck of cards. This was very interesting. This was very interesting. Deck of cards, I don't think is bad. But I'm thinking of all the tarot cards that I could get. It's not really that beneficial. So that's why I don't stick with deck of cards. And it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't need health, I don't need damage. Literally, strength is the best card that I could get, or any other item. So I'm just gonna go to the curse room and basically call it a day. And hopefully I get something good here. Oh, I get Goat's Head. Is it worth it? Sure, why not? I take it because, in my opinion, it could only give me good things at this point. So it's a nice, beautiful Lilith run. And I'm very glad, as silly as it sounds, where I don't want to, like, I definitely want to have fun during the holidays, because it's a very stressful time. And, you know, runs that maybe people are unexpected by, if you don't like challenge runs, don't worry, like, we only have one left. So I'm very focused on beating the game, getting it done as quickly as possible. And I think this is the fastest ever Mother run. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Now here's where I sort of screw up. Granted, it doesn't really matter via if I had Goat's Head or not. It's 1 red heart damage. 2 black hearts really tank that anyway. And with doing both fights, and I only take 1 heart damage, I think that's really good. I think that's really, really good. So I'm saving the Emperor just to get to Mother 2. And we're already at Corpse 1. So, I mean, people have told me that the item that or the enemies that I'm missing are in the corpse. And I don't know how that's humanly possible. I feel like I've done every floor several hundred times at this point, if not dozens of times. And I don't know how the 2 enemies I'm missing in the corpse. So, obviously we'll see. Because one day I have to get everything. So I'm very curious on what my last item will be, my last enemy, my last boss, you know, till I like deem the series done, if that makes sense. Like, I sort of want to do a bet on that, but I'm like, how, like, that could be like hundreds of episodes away. That could be tomorrow. So I laugh at myself, where I'm just like, oh, okay, Volcano companionship, there you go. And let me know if you do like the ranting series more, or if I talk about the game more. Please do let me know. Everything goes a long way. And we get a beautiful HP up. And I'm thinking to myself, I might as well take Little Horn, because I have full health. Most likely I'm going to go to the Mother fight anyway, and just take from there. So my first opportunity, with everything filled, I just want to take it. Little Horn is honestly one of those enemies that I feel is very beneficial. Excuse me, not enemies, but weapons that are very beneficial and could just honestly go a long way. I find the curse room, and we get Guppy's collar. I had no idea until today that Guppy's collar actually gave you a soul heart. So here we go, against the Mother fight. I wish we had the donation machine here, because our baby is spitting out money like it's going out of style. Our damage is 13.88 with Tech 2 and Sacred Heart. Tech 2 and Sacred Heart is Synergy, and it's already done. Yeah. That was already done right now. But here's a little Christmas Eve gift if you do celebrate Christmas Eve instead of Christmas as well. So a nice, beautiful Lilith run. Let me know what character I should play next. And please do stay tuned for next episode for your Christmas Isaac surprise. Go, Plum. Go. Go, Plum. Go. And we actually have already hit Red Heart damage, which is actually really scary. So we only have 6 hits left, which is terrifying to me. But the good thing is we have Pyromaniac, we have Plums ad infinitum, and done. And that's it. That is it. We got Mother done. And all she needs is Delirium, and unfortunately you can't get a Delirium chance. But that is it for this run. This has been the Binding of Isaac Repentance Lilith Mother run. If you like what you saw and heard today, please do consider subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment down below. Enjoy the vignette, and I will see you on Christmas. Take care, and bye-bye.
This is what I am to you? A monster?
No, Mom, I've just...
After all
I feel like it's a
I've
different
done
voice
for you,
actor
this is
between
how you
OK
view
Dad
me.
and
You
this
think
Isaac.
I'm a monster, Isaac. I'll show you a monster.
No, please.
It's very sad.
You
I remember the first time I did this, by the way,
were fun.
and I like started
I can't
crying.
even look at you. How could you? You are just like him.
It's very sad. It's extremely sad. But that is it. I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye. Did we unlock anything? Yes, we unlocked adoption papers.